Good Wednesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Wednesday evening. Now, looking at the radar right now, you can see South Carolina is doing absolutely fantastic. No rain or any type of precipitation is falling inside the entire state right now. If you go on ahead and switch on over to the MRMS, though, not all can be said for the entire United States. Because if you look on, you have precipitation, convection going on all the way up here, it's up the northeast, rain from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and off the coast of the mid-Atlantic as well. We have some damage reports over here in Maryland as well. Spotty showers as well going into West Virginia and Ohio, as well as down here in Florida near Miami. We do have some downpours. Same thing over here inside of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas, where we do have some severe weather going down kind of through Houston right now, and it's just some garden variety thunderstorms. And we have some insane severe weather up here inside of the western Dakotas, western Nebraska, western Kansas, as well as eastern Colorado, eastern Wyoming, and Montana, as well as severe thunderstorm watches in effect for that for that area. And we do have a tornado warning as well down there inside of Kansas as well on the western side. We also do have some precipitation up here inside of the Pacific Northwest, as well as down here going into the Four Corners region. Not quite making it there, but some severe weather also inside of Texas and inside of New Mexico. Going ahead and look at the cloud cover. Cloud cover right now is showing mainly some mid-level clouds. Not really too much on the lighter side, but not too much on the heavy side. It's kind of just in the middle, so that places like Myrtle Beach, Florence, Columbia, Augusta, as well as up there inside the upstate as well, and also down there near Savannah as well. We do have some clear skies and some spotty cloud cover pretty much all throughout the entire state. Here's our future cloud tracker, cloud cover total percentage. If you go ahead and push this forward, you can see that more clouds will build into the overnight hours, and then as we move into the morning hours for tomorrow, the clouds will start to lessen just a tiny bit, and they'll lessen as the day progresses, but they'll try to stay strong, especially for the low country PD region of South Carolina. But everyone else should be looking pretty good, not really much at all. Here is our current temperature: 79 in Columbia, 80 in Charleston, 75 in Greenville, 79 in Augusta, 77 in Rock Hill, and then 77 in Myrtle Beach as well. Here's our low temperatures for tonight. Low temperatures around 62 in Columbia, 69 in Charleston, 71 in Hilton Head, 66 in Myrtle Beach, 58 in Greenville, as well as 59 in Rock Hill, 57 in Spartanburg, and then 59 inside of Anderson as well. Our forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. No precipitation is expected at all. And then here is our SPC outlook for today. Nothing for today. And if we go through the entire 8 days as well, not really looking for anything for days 1 through 8. So no severe weather is expected. And then in terms of excessive rainfall, if you go ahead and look at day 1, 2, 3, 4, we get close for day 4, and then kind of get a bit closer for day 5, kind of in western Georgia, but not looking for anything there either. No tropical cyclone activity is forecasted for the next 48 hours or for the next 7 days either. But I will say that we do have some tropical waves and some moisture going on, so we do have some pretty interesting things going on out there, and it starts in 3 days. Just less than 3 days, almost 2 days now because it's 9 o'clock. It starts on June the 1st. So when June the 1st hits, it's officially hurricane season, so we have just a bit less, or just a bit more than 2 days. Here's the GFS model as well. Let's go ahead and zoom over to the southeast. And if you want to continue, you can see that some more rain, some more showers will try to push into South Carolina going into June the 2nd. But from now until like June the 1st, going into early June the 2nd, not really watching for much. You're going to have some nice weather. We may see obviously some showers for like the upstate and the Midlands, but that's really for like June the 2nd, June the 3rd. But then once we get to like June the 4th, we start to see some more showers and storms potentially make it into the coast as well. Make it to the coast as well. Maybe even some thunderstorms going to the 6th and the 7th as well. And then once we continue through, June the 8th is looking maybe some spotty showers up there near Myrtle Beach. But that's all we're watching for June the 8th. June the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, just looking all great days until we get to around late night June the 12th to where we can start to see some more downpours. But that's a bit too far out to talk about too specifically for right now. You can go on ahead and look at the total accumulated precipitation for the next, I'd say for the next 300 or so hours, pretty much spread out between a good half an inch all the way out into like 4, maybe even, no, I'd say 2 to 3 inches. So from like a half an inch to around 2 to 3 inches, most of the precipitation being concentrated over here in the Myrtle Beach region, and the least amount being in like the upstate. And then in terms of the 850 millibar height and wind speeds, you can see as well that we will get some pretty high winds inside the atmosphere going into around early June. So I would not be surprised if we saw some sort of tornado threat in early June. But that's just what this one model run is showing. Obviously that can change. And so that's all that I have. Let's go ahead and hear from our audience and see what they have. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. We have a good amount of people in here. We had 10 people earlier and only 7 likes still. But let's go ahead and turn this on. All right. So good evening, weatherman. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. I hope all is well. Keep up the good work. Love you, Cheryl. Thank you so much for that. And then we have good evening, Joseph. I hope you had an awesome day. I did. And then we already talked about this. What is 4% of 7? It's 0.28. Good evening to you, and then hello. And then we have hello from my dad, and then he says you were shut off completely. Yeah, that was at the beginning. I think I'm fine now. And then good evening to you as well, Mr. Anthony. And then that's all. So I don't see any types of questions except for the 4% of 7. And I don't see any types of weather questions. But in terms of weather news, very weird phenomenon. We did have a tornado warning that only included one person. It included a population of 1. And people were making jokes out of it saying, oh, they should have just like sent them a text or something like that. Because it was only one person, so they were the only people that had to take shelter from the tornado warning as well. So that's that, and also strong to severe storms, obviously up there inside of the northern and central high plains. We talked about that at the beginning. And very hot temperatures again, South Texas as well as South Florida as well. And before I forget, I'm glad I talked about Texas because it's time to do our famous forecast. I almost forgot. I'm gonna call myself out. I almost forgot, but I started talking about Texas, and I'm like, okay, hold on, I gotta do this real quick. So I almost did forget, but I'm not gonna forget, at least for now. So starting off, let me go ahead and get our little thing rolling. You know how we've talked about the blue thing at the top for a while now. When it starts to load, it can load up fast or it can load up slow. And right now, it's loading up pretty moderately. As we continue, though, going into tonight, lows around 76. And then as we go into tomorrow, highs around 95 for San Antonio. Tomorrow night, lows around 78. And then as we go to tomorrow, look at these cold temperatures right here. From 10 a.m. it's going to be 77, but at 11 o'clock it will be 69. So that's this might actually be a cold front. I think this is a cold front if I'm not mistaken, or it's something like a cold front. Because I mean this is like 10 a.m. or something. Yeah, it's like 10 a.m. So I mean there's a good chance that this could be a cold front. But yeah, it's going to be around lows for around 2 o'clock for tomorrow. It's only going to be around, not for tomorrow, for the 31st, it will be only around 77 degrees. So you're going to get a nice bit of a cool down. Can't really say the same for the rest of southern Texas because they're still going to be in the 90s, but you're just far north enough to get inside the 70s. So it's a very sharp cutoff from, let's say, Pleasanton 91, San Antonio 79, 77. Let's go ahead and talk about some rain as well. So if you go to the composite reflectivity, we're going to go ahead and move our way back as we go into tonight. No precipitation is expected, and I'm not really seeing anything for either one of today or tomorrow. It's really until we get to around, I think that is Friday, like early Friday morning, like around 4 to 5, maybe even 6 a.m. Some more showers pushing in. And then here's 9, 10, 11 a.m. So we're going to possibly even get some downpours going into your early Friday morning as well. In terms of severe weather, if you go to day 1, nothing for day 1 or day 2. Oh, yes, you do have a marginal risk of severe weather for day 2. That does come with a 5% chance of damaging winds and a 5% chance of damaging hail. And then as you go into tomorrow, not tomorrow, Friday. I don't know why I keep on calling Friday tomorrow. But Friday, you're under a marginal risk of severe weather. And then that's for severe weather. If we go ahead and move on to the hydraulical outlooks, for excessive rainfall, we go to today. You're under a marginal risk going into tonight. You're in a slight risk for tomorrow, so you're going to have to watch out for some isolated flash flooding, maybe even some scattered flash flooding, like roads could be flooded tomorrow if that rain gets heavy enough. And then as we go into your Friday as well, day 4 even, you're also under a marginal risk, and you're just out of it unless you're up here in Selma, Hollywood Park, Live Oak, up there inside the northeastern portion of San Antonio. You're under a marginal risk. If you're not, though, you're just fine. So that's pretty much that. And I don't see anything else. I just see Hey Joe, hello to you, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the radar back to where it was. I'll be here for like another 5 minutes or so. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, the like button as well. Last time that I checked, we're at 112, and we are still at 112. So we're gonna have to continue to work our way up. Again, we're trying to get to 200 by the end of August. So we're just trying to get to that goal by the end of August, the end of summer, I should say. So that's pretty much that. Make sure that you guys also share to people that you know as well. And I will be back hopefully tomorrow morning. I was not here this morning, but hopefully everyone will be here tomorrow morning. Hopefully I will be here tomorrow morning with another forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic Tuesday night.